Jurgen, congratulations.
Thank you.
If you bear with me, this might take a while, but Premier League, Champions League, Club World Cup, Super Cup, League Cup, now FA Cup. What tribute would you like to pay to this team?
Well, yeah. I know that my team knows exactly what I think about them. That's the most important. This is again a trophy for the whole club, of course for the team, but for the whole club. And we saw before the game already what it means to the people, because our hotel is only pretty central. We saw them all partying already since this morning when we came into the stadium and looked in all the faces. Like when we came with the bus, you could see what it means to the people. Then you on a pitch with the performance, you saw what it means to the players. So that we could make it is absolutely out of this world. It's unbelievable. It's massive. It's game number 60 or whatever, and in a very, very intense season, and putting out a performance like this is absolutely incredible. But most important, really most important, I have to say, all respect to Chelsea. What a team! What a performance! In the end, we all know penalty shootout is a lottery. That's how it is. But we did it again. We worked together with a company, four guys. The name is Neuro 11. They got in contact with them 2 years ago, I think. Got aware of it, and one of them is a neuroscientist. He said we can train penalty shooting. Really? And I said, that sounds interesting. Come over. German guy. We met. We worked together, and this trophy is for them, obviously, as well, like the Carabao Cup was. Sadio's penalty is maybe more, for sure, at least 50% my responsibility, because you have to let the boys do what they think they do. But with him, I said, he knows exactly, the goalie, so do it the other way around. How very often in my life I realized better to shut up. But we still made it, and it means the world to us. Honestly, it is like this. It's massive. It's difficult. It was difficult. The first 25 minutes were the best 25 minutes we played ever against Chelsea. We played an incredible game, but we didn't score. And then it's clear. Then Chelsea, with the quality they have, they find a way back in the game. They did that. Were like ups and downs in the game. They had their chances. We had massive chances. None of us used them. And so penalty shootout is a logical thing. And doing it like this feels good, but gives you more a sense how hard it must be for the opponent, because it would have been extremely hard for us in that moment after 120 minutes and losing like this. So honestly, my honest respect to Chelsea and what they did.
It means this extraordinary quadruple push is still alive. How do they keep doing it at this stage of the season so relentlessly?
I said before that the quadruple thing, it's absolutely outstanding that we have to or can talk about it. It's like crazy, but we sit here now. It's already 9:20 if my watch is right, and we play on Tuesday night against Southampton. So, I have no clue, really no clue in this moment who I can line up on Tuesday. So I think we will have to make a few changes, and then we will go there. Southampton last home game of the season for them. They don't want to lose the last home game. And that will be incredibly tough. So the quadruple is on if you want, but off as well because of the situation we are in. That's how it is. But that's not important in the moment, to be honest. It's just that we won now both domestic cups. That really is special. Really special. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the youngest player ever in the incredible history of the Premier League, if I'm right, the first player who won all 6 major trophies at 23. The youngest, yes, not the old, the oldest, but the youngest. It was madness. And so many special stories. And after the game, I said to Thiago, if I would have known what a player you are, I would have signed you 4 years earlier. I said, you taught me running. I take that. Well, I didn't. That's fine. It's fine. But he could obviously already play football pretty well, but he learned running in Liverpool. That's fine. And so many special stories. Jordan Henderson, obviously, and these kind of things. It's really cool. James Milner, at a quite advanced age, having such an impact on a football team. I could obviously now name like. Let me say we have to change more early, which is not cool. But I think it was my decision. It was precaution. Mo said, "Yeah, I feel something. I can carry on." I said, "Yeah, no." A football game is obviously not a perfect physiotherapist. It means it rarely gets better during a game. Then Verge stands with me and says, "I feel something, but it's fine, I think." So we make a decision together, so he stays on. But it was clear when we don't make it in 90 minutes, he have to go off. Then you can bring Diogo Jota and Joel Matip in this moment. That's the best situation I've ever been in as a coach, to be honest. That's absolutely outstanding. That's why we had the chance to go for it. It was difficult. We know that. It was lucky. We know that. But we deserved it as well, and that's really cool.
Jurgen, just on Mo, I know you don't like your post-match medical diagnosis, but
Oh, you try it again?
I'm trying it again, yeah. So if you could just, anything you know about his injury and also whether did he come off with an injury or?
Obviously, I spoke to both already after the game. Both are really okay. So all what we know is it's not a big thing. We really came through, but the next game is on Tuesday, and that's obviously pretty quick. So, I think they both will be fine, but not. Maybe we have training tomorrow morning, so then they tell me I feel completely fine. I would be surprised, but they would take it, and then we have to go from there. So we will see.
Jurgen, you just said there that football is not a physiotherapist, but is it a psychotherapist in that had you lost that game, we'd all be talking about injury affecting the squad, exhaustion, but the victory must have a kind of a transformative effect now.
It does. The best physiotherapist is actually winning football games, to be honest. And winning this football game is fantastic as well. I mean, Robbo had a cramp, so that's obviously normal and completely fine. I was surprised that not more players had cramps, to be honest, after what we had to do tonight. And it's, honestly, so you don't never know before you are in a situation, you never know exactly how big it feels, and it feels massive. I cannot believe it. It feels massive. I have only one problem. That we cannot really celebrate it because we play on Tuesday. I think, how can you do that? Such a fantastic competition, such a fantastic occasion, and then you limit the celebrations. Okay, obviously not for the people; they can do what they want, but for the team, by putting in a game on Tuesday. So, but come on, it's like it is, and from here we go. I have no idea. What we can do, but tomorrow morning probably get more information about that, and we will see.
Hello, Jurgen.
Hi.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank
Can
you.
I ask you about Luis Diaz's performance, please? He was man of the match, so I'm sure you got a few words to say on that.
What a boy, what a story, what a player, but he should have scored. I think we agree. He agrees probably. So like the speed he has is insane. So like brought him in not to forget he played on the side of Chalobah and Reece James, and getting in a situation like this is absolutely unlikely. The big chance at the first half. I think it was a pass from Trent. Was it? we can talk about his performance as well, by the way. And yeah, he should have scored in that moment. With his quality, that's how it is. But what a player! He's outstanding. He's a fantastic boy. It's so funny. So we hug each other after the game, and we always just shout "vamos" and "carajo" and whatever the few words I know in similar languages, and it's so funny. But he gets our football 100%. We thought we saw that at Porto. But that it really is like this is I feel lucky as well, to be honest. He fits like a glove to our football, and that's really, really special.
Hi, Jurgen. Congratulations, firstly.
Thank you.
I was just wondering where you rank this team amongst kind of the greatest teams that you've seen in your time, obviously taking Man United's treble-winning team in '99 or Arsenal's Invincibles. I was wondering where you see this team. Obviously, Quadruple still on, like you said, or off. So I was just wondering where you see this team.
I don't have to make these decisions, and I don't have to judge this, and I don't have to think about that. Other people have to do that. I couldn't care less, to be honest. I enjoy the moment with these boys. I really enjoy it. We are so incredibly close with each other and with our fans. It's a pure joy to be part of this club in the moment, and a lot to come and a lot to play for. We all know that, but for tonight, I decided I take that and just enjoy this moment and don't think about the next challenge we're facing, and because it's really special. It's really special. Imagine how think yourself like 20 years ahead, and then you look back and you will say, yeah, Jordan Henderson probably is then a pundit, or maybe not even a pundit anymore, because you always thought that makes no sense anymore. So in 20 years, and then he's the captain of the only Liverpool team so far. Hopefully not the only, because maybe we can do it again, which will be completely ridiculous. But it was the first captain who won all 4 trophies. As an example, the Trent story, all these other stories. Where Virgil van Dijk was 6 years ago, stuff like this in his career, where he thought, where we go up, and now the player he is, all these kind of things. When we go 5 years back, Ibou Konaté played probably in the U16 of whatever team in France. And now we are here for this moment. We don't finish. It's just now for the moment, a little reflection, but we don't have to decide where this team ranks. And I know a few players of these teams, but I cannot say how they played. But I'm pretty sure in the time when they played, they were the best teams. But meanwhile, we know so much more about training. We know so much more about sports science, all these kind of things. That's why these boys are obviously much fitter than the former generations were. Nothing to do with football talent or whatever. If the players from the past, like Rushy or Kenny, if they would have been trained like the boys are trained today, imagine that. That would have been crazy. So it's all good for the moment. We don't stop here. We just take the time to enjoy it for a few minutes.
Jurgen, congratulations. You said earlier the quad is on, it's also off. But do you get the feeling that if there is one group of players that can do it, it's this group, such is the spirit in the camp?
So I'm not 100% now in the subject, but let me say it like this. I think it's City is in this moment, right, 3 points up. And what is it, 7 goals? 7? 6, 7? Nobody knows here. You are really interested in Quadruple. Thank you very much. So let me say 5 or 6 goals. So now they win tomorrow. With all respect to West Ham, of course West Ham can win against City. That's a massive game. But they win tomorrow 4-0. Then it's 6 points, right? Before we started Southampton and 12 goals. Huh? Yes. So then we have to win both our games. They have to lose a game, and we have to. So it's silly, right? So let's just see what tomorrow happens. If they lose against West Ham, then I start thinking. If they don't, then we will judge that, and we'll go from there. So so far this Premier League season, the second part of it, my boys drew against Chelsea, against City, against Tottenham, and won all the other games. Okay, 2 to come. Obviously, we don't know what will happen. It's insane part of the season. It's insane second part of the season. If it's not enough in the end, we have to congratulate City, and that's how it is. And then we go from there, and we'll try it again, and these kind of things. But we cannot. We drew twice against City, so yeah. So we didn't lose points there. We lost them somewhere else. So we have to make sure that next year we either we beat them or draw again against them, and then we win more of the other games. That's the situation. But we came from a season last year where nobody thought, I'm 100% sure in this room, nobody thought, apart from me maybe, that we can go again like we did this year. And that we could do it is all because the character of these players. The only reason. Because I can say whatever I want, I can motivate as much as I want. If these boys don't listen, if these boys are only a little bit distracted by whatever, or get weak or soft or whatever, in this moment you don't have a chance in this league competing with Manchester City. And so we will see what it means. But today is FA Cup, and we won the game. And we obviously have the medal, a wonderful T-shirt, and that's enough for the moment. And we fly home. That's good as well. Thank you very much. See you.